View from a balcony, pulling the blue lawn chairs next to the ice chest. Stuffed 2 grams in the blunt that we just blew. Now I'm getting blown by a bitch who I don't know her name. Cold chain hanging, got a few in the room, but I don't wear them out. Only wear them in the house, cause I shine so bright that I wanna blind you.
Okay, now I'm confused. So, what so great about the ride? She blushed a little and replied, saying, "You'll see, just wait until we get to the top. I sighed and nodded. A second later, we finally made it to the top. I looked to my right to see the whole amusement park. I looked back towards my mom and started to freak out. Mom opened the eyes side window of the cart and was half away outside. "Mom, what are you doing?" I screamed. She flew outside on top of the cart. She then peeped down and said, "Shh." Um, she screamed like a girl. "Come on top." I nodded and opened my side cart window and got on top of the cart. I scaredly asked, with my teeth shaking, Why are we up here?" We both were laying down, and all of my fears, worries were gone. And there she points to the sky. I was speechless. There were no words to explain the phantom. Mom suddenly spoke and said, "Beautiful, isn't it? Always wanted to do this with your dad. Hated this kind of stuff. What about you, Naruto?" What I cut her off and responded saying, I really, it's beautiful. Just saying this, Mom. Thanks. This really is the best birthday ever. Thank you for taking me. I smiled at her with honesty. I I was at this moment. I didn't feel it coming, but the amusement atmosphere changed. Um, Atmosphere changed. It felt warm, more like a feeling I have never felt. Then it happened. I was once again no. I'm definitely speechless, but I've dreamed of this day, but never truly thought it would happen. It While I'm laying down, kushina just got on top of me and is kissing me, and I don't know how long it's been. A minute, 5 minutes, 10. I just wanted this moment to last forever. I gave in and used my left hand to hold her right and grab her back. I then quickly changed positions and I'm on top of her now. I we both let go and can both feel of us wanting more, but she pointed at the shooting stars. We both chuckled, and Mom spoke. "Well, Naruto, what is your wish?" I never thought about it again, but right now my wish is, I respond, to be with you forever, Ka-san. As I said those words, I gave a bright smile. Her face turned red with shocks, and then she looked at her left nervously. I took a chance to hug her and shock her even more. She looked down on me and nodded. "Okay, let's be together forever and ever, you know," she said. With both got on top and went inside the car. As we finished closing our windows, the Ferris wheel started to move again. In a matter of minutes, we were getting out and we were finally walking back home together holding hands. Yeah, that was my wish, to be with my kushina forever. Uzumaki Kitchen. Uh, I yelled excitedly as soon myself in delicious ramen with a mellow scent. Luckily, Mom in the laundry room, so I can eat peacefully and quietly. As I was about to take my first bite, I hear a knock at front of the door, and That was it. I shrugged and continued to eat. Knock, knock. I sighed loudly and walked to the door. Hello, who is it? I asked. Today it happened to be, and I couldn't believe it. As soon as I opened that door, I found Sakura in tears, crying her heart out, and spoke. Sasuke is running away to Orochimaru. Please, Naruto, bring him back home. Bring Sasuke back. I nodded and said, leave it to me, you know? I gave her a hug and grinned. Noticed my mom behind me. What is going on, Naruto? Mom asked bluntly. I didn't know whether I should tell her or not. I shook my head and decided to explain her the situation. As I was putting my shoes, she grabbed at the explanation, and I continued to say my last part. I'll be back safe and sound, son. I promise. I proudly told her. Then I ran out the door to the world of mysteries. 3 hours later, I woke up in pain and slowly opened my swollen eyes. I then stood and remembered what happened. Ow, I whispered and was banged up head to toe. And then Mom and Kakashi entered. As they both entered, standing next to me, my bed, it was silence. I could hear cracking ribs, and then it happened. Mom immediately hugged me and started to cry. You idiot. You could have gotten yourself killed. What would have happened if I done without you? Mom said as she was still crying. I hugged her back and realized I made her worry too much. It's never right to make your mother cry, I thought. Just look at her. I don't want her to be sad. Out of nowhere, Pervy Sage popped through the window, standing on the toad chief. Wow, that's bad, huh? I surprised you were defeated. And Psycho continued. Well, better luck. Pervy Sage was cut off as he was just by my mother. Me and Kakashi were stunned by it. Looks like Pervy Sage was expecting it. Next time, do you know how much pain he is in? He's lucky enough that he was a lucky he has a high regeneration than normal people. I won't let him ever do that again. She ended her saying with a shout of She ended her saying with a shout and left the room. Hey, she left a red mark on my face. So then, Naruto, are you ready? Said Pervy Sage. Kakashi finally closed his book. Silently that he's listening. Well, Naruto, it's time you listen and understand the scene and with such a very tense atmosphere. Tomorrow morning, Uzumaki State. And then I thought about it. I remember that day. It was the day I was finally accepted into the school, and I started following my mother. Suddenly woke up and started to rub my face, rubbing eyes. Naruto, when did you get here? Are you hungry? Are you okay? Said she said. I came in to step on the porch to see myself already at the door. I have my hands at the doorknob. What's going on? Will she be okay? More and more random questions kept popping in my head. I give in and open the door as I thought to greet with all the lights on and everything is a mess. I turn to the right to walk straight into the living room. I see her. Mom was on the sofa chair sleeping peacefully. There was a photo on the floor. I flipped it over to see it was me and her. I smiled and stood up. I looked down and remember what Purvis said to me.